What is up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy week 9 kickoff. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. What's up? We got Blue Hawaii, Ambi, Burke, You Eat. What's up, everybody? I see the 49ers Seahawks trash talk is already starting, huh? Love it. Gilbert, what is up? Hope everyone is having a good day. It's been quite a week, huh? I'm excited for some football right now. Well, we'll see how it is. I was excited for the game until everyone on the 49ers kind of just died. But yeah, well, hopefully it's so good, a good matchup. I'm hoping, our boy Nick Mullins pulls it out and just surprises everybody. He looks good from what I'm seeing so far, so I have faith, but not as much after I hear they're down to 2 wide receivers left. The North California practice team. Aaron Jones is active, got stardom for sure. Yeah, that sounds like it. Looks like Ambi, we had a quick question. Should I start Reed tonight? I need a streaming tight end, Burden, and Dooley. So You know, I'm always going to tell you to go Burton, and I do actually like his matchup this week, especially since the Ravens have a lot of people sort of, you know, on defense that have the Rona. So I don't think the Ravens are going to be as bad of a matchup for the Colts as people think this week, right? But you know, I like him. So here's what I've heard about what's his face, Jordan Reed tonight. So he's active, obviously, right? And it was like very last minute. They had until 4 p.m. Eastern today to activate him, and they activated him shortly before. There are some rumors that he might be on a pitch count, right? Which wouldn't be great for owners. And this kind of puts us at a bad spot because it makes streaming him or Dwelly kind of tough. But, you know, if we believe that Reed is going to play 100% tonight, I feel good about him. Mullins really likes to target him. There's not a lot of options left, and he actually is a pretty decent Kittle replacement. Otherwise, I don't think Burton would do you bad. He's you know, he's kind of on a little touchdown streak right now, so I don't really expect it to end. I could go either way with Jordan Reed or Trey Burton for sure. Also, guys, let me know how the music to voice volume is. I still need to figure out the exact volumes for everything, so let me know if it's a little bit too loud. But I definitely want you guys to be able to hear a little bit of background music as well as we're just chilling and vibing this beautiful Thursday night. All right, let's see. So, yep, Aaron Jones, Bam or Clemson should just get filled in. Thoughts on MT this week? Yeah, so I feel like there's been a lot of conflicting information on like what's gonna happen, right? Because has he really practiced all week yet? Let's see. Is my okay? So he's back to the practice field on Wednesday. I don't know. You know, all I've seen, and this kind of confirms it, is that, you know, number one, hamstring injuries are like not really jokes. It's not as serious, but it definitely lingers. So I think it's a little too early to tell. And it's tough. I think it's 50-50 for me. You're gonna have to monitor it. Just have someone ready if you can. But I think we still need to monitor it and see what happens tomorrow. They'll probably have a better idea. Turn down the tunes, Gilbert. Okay, let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, I turned it down halfway on my Spotify, so let me know how that sounds now. No receiver in fourth. Yeah. For Jones or Fournette, he just got cleared to pay. I would go Jones if, assuming that we all believe that he's 100% healthy tonight. Josh, what's up? Montgomery, Antonio Brown, or DJ Dallas? If Carson's out for flex, I would go, if you want a safer bet, I would probably go DJ. If you don't need to play Antonio Brown this week, there's not really a reason to, unless, you know, you can play him over some other receivers. But I would probably, you know, just to be safe, because we haven't seen Brown in so long, I would probably go DJ, Montgomery, and then Antonio Brown. Yeah, I think I like that. Luke, run with Aaron Jones. If we start and we want to lose together, there you go. I was planning to because it's Aaron Jones, but I know how limited. Yeah, that's my only thing. I think he should be okay, right? But it does worry me a little bit that he was like questionable all week until today when they decided he's going to be active. But hey, if he's good to go, he's good to go, right? Need MT to play T Higgins and Rieger, but that's tough. Look, check out my waiver wire list this week and see if there's anyone that you can pick up. Jake and Jaden, what's up? Welcome. And Steven. All right, Tanyan or Reed tonight? Jake, I think Reed will have the higher upside. I like him a little bit more because he's one of the only options that Nick Mullins will have. So I kind of like Reed a little bit more for sure. Steven, John Brown, Mooney, or Crowder for PPR. Then how do you feel about Mark Andrews or Jody Smith this week? All right, so since we're getting a lot of start sits questions, let me pull up my handy dandy rankings list, just because, you know, I've been putting stuff together, and this has been a weird week. I think there's been a lot of mix-ups in my rankings for sure. So we have, I guess what I'll say is I don't really love John Brown, so I'm gonna cross him out. I would probably say Crowder And then Mooney. Mark Andrews or Jonnu this week. That's actually a good call. They're both honestly facing tough defenses, right? I think Jonnu for the ceiling, Mark Andrews for the floor, even though I don't love his floor. I do have Mark Andrews as, one of my top 5 tight ends this week, even though he's very boomer bust, very TD dependent. So I lean Mark Andrews just slightly. So yeah, I would probably say Mark Andrews here. Jordan Reed or Tunyon at tight end. I would go Jordan Reed for a little bit higher of a ceiling. I can see them both, maybe if they both have bad games, I can see them both hitting somewhere between 2 to 4 points potentially, as they both have low floors. But I would, because the difference is so small, I tend to lean, just go for the one with the higher ceiling, right? You might as well. There's no point not to. Burke Mullins did his TD for TD almost immediately after. Exactly. That's why I really, really like. I do really like Reed tonight. I'm only concerned because he just came off of IR, but you would think that he's probably it's probably okay. So I do really like Reed tonight, and let's just assume that he's good to go. Like I do like Reed tonight. Ricardo Millos, my hero. Do I start Aaron Jones, Dobbins, Bell, or Irvin? Out of those 4, go with Aaron Jones. He's got the clear to go. He is, the best back by far, no matter what the matchup is. So I would go Aaron Jones. Unless there's some news that came out recently that we don't know about, definitely go Aaron Jones here. Jay Green, flex Hasty or Gibson? I have AB, Shepard as well. Okay, so yeah, I would definitely prefer one of the running backs. So let's see, we have, who is it? It was Hasty or Gibson. So Hasty's playing the 49ers, obviously, tonight, right? And Gibson is playing the Giants. Ooh. I have them ranked pretty close to each other. I honestly prefer Gibson a little bit this week. They're playing, even though the Packers are not great fantasy-wise against running backs, I like the matchup for the Washington football team against the Giants a little bit more. The other thing is Gibson's going to get you a lot more touches, right? Hasty, reason people are considering him tonight is because he got a touchdown last week. Otherwise, I think he had 10 rushes for 29 yards, and I don't like that. I've been talking about this on my stream for a long time. I really don't like the 49ers backfield situation right now, so I would like to avoid if possible. Yeah, Jake, I know you're a new viewer, so welcome. We actually got a lot of new viewers tonight. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I know Jaden, right? Dog is chilling. Yo, you guys have it. So we got the dog kind of going around, and then we also got the cat here chilling too. So yeah, it's already dark with all this daylight saving, stuff. So it's kind of dark, kind of gloomy. But hey, we got Thursday night football coming. It's gonna be a good night. Yeah, Brick says only activate him if he's good to go. I agree with that. Ricardo, sub with noties. Yo, thank you, man. Ricardo, yes, I am a Colts fan. Yo, for the new viewers, Ricardo, Jake, Jaden, I think you're new, right? I don't know if you've been in here before. Steven, what are your football teams? Packers are an awful run. Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, Brick, definitely. I agree. I'm just here for the dog to try to get famous with the dog in the background. I just don't like the entire 49ers lineup. Hey, amen. Kevin, what's up? Deontay Johnson, AB, Claypool, Tyreek, Cooper. Which 3 to play? Ooh, okay. So if I had to choose, I would go Tyreek, AB, and Claypool. I don't want to tell you to start 2 guys from the same team, even though they have a tasty matchup. The thing is, with the Steelers wide receivers right now, it's going to be roulette, right? And the only reason I choose Claypool, it's number 1, sort of a coin toss, but number 2, because he got the most targets last week, and Deontay didn't get involved that much, so let's go with AB, Tyreek, and Claypool. Ricardo, nice. Are you from Indiana, or what's your affiliation with the Colts? Anna, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Hunter Henry or Robert Tonyan? Okay, so we talked a little bit about Robert Tonyan today. I don't love his ceiling that much. Hunter Henry, who do we have? So the Chargers are playing... I should know this. They're playing the Raiders. There we go. I like Hunter Henry a little bit. I think he's got a little bit of a higher floor. Both a little bit TD dependent. So, but I do think Hunter Henry has a higher floor than Tonyan. So I will go Hunter Henry. Nice, Ricardo. What was your connection? I'm actually not from Indiana either. I've never lived there. Visited a few times for Colts games when I was living in the Midwest. But I was just a huge Manning fan when I was little. So. Been with the Colts since, you know, and anyone in here can tell you I have been hard pushing Trey Burton to everyone, and luckily he hasn't flopped too hard yet where I'm just gonna lose all my subscribers and viewership. But hey, I'm riding that Trey Burton train, and you know, we're gonna keep on riding it until we can't anymore. So yeah. Ernest, hey, no worry, man, no worries. Adam Slater, Packers, Cardinals, or Texans D? I like the Texans D the best, mainly because of the offense potential. Adam, if you actually want to check out my start or sit video from this week, Jake Green, thank you for the subscription. I don't know if is subscription the right thing to say. I mean, I know it is, but like I feel like no one actually says that on YouTube. Well, thank you for subscribing. I go the Texans D just because I think there's a little bit of offensive power with Mullins and also to Miami. Miami also just because their defense is gonna, I think, make it a pretty close game. So I go Texans because we don't know. Well, I think what is it? Jake Luton starting for the Jags, and unless someone here knows about Jake Luton and maybe he's the next coming of Tom Brady or something. You know, I say just, let's let the Texans D beat up on a rookie 6th rounder. And also welcome. I think, Adam, you're new as well. Go Hawks. What's up, Buck? I'm praying Adams has a bad night. Oh, nice, nice. What has much happened since, I guess, like last night or 2 nights ago, man? I feel like the election's kind of stalled right now, right? It's been like, the places have been like at 89%, 99%. I know there's a few states it's gonna come down to last minute, but we'll see. Irie, what's up? Who you got starting today, Reed or Dwelling? I go Reed. Reed got the clear to go, so I say we go Reed. Everyone's just waiting for Nevada for sure. TS, welcome to the stream. Pick 2, Godwin if he plays, Brandon Cooks, AB or Deontay. I would go Godwin and Brandon Cooks. If Godwin plays this week, we know he's good, right? Deontay is an okay pick 2. He's got a very tasty matchup, but I think, we were talking about this earlier. I picked Chase Claypool over Deontay. I don't think both of them could have a decent game. I just, have a feeling that they could get ahead where their starters aren't used as much, and they might just run, and actually it might benefit James Conner more than anybody. So that could be it. That could be it for sure. Biden's been getting big in PA. I hear, yeah. I hear in Pennsylvania, because I think it's still red leading a little bit, right? But I know that a lot of people predict that the remaining stuff that's coming in is going to go blue. That'll be interesting to see. Well, wow, we've got so many new viewers in the chat tonight. This is awesome. I'm glad I finally got another Colts fan in here. First game, oh, nice, yeah. Man, the Manning era, it's something, right? I mean, honestly, even the Luck era, we had a sad chat the other night when I was talking about Andrew Luck after a few drinks. That was that really hit the feels. What are your thoughts, Ricardo? Do you think Andrew Luck comes back ever? Does he suit up for either the Colts or anyone? I mean, I think if he ever comes back, he suits up for the Colts because we still own him technically. But like, what do you think? Does he never play another down? Lamar Jackson and David Johnson for Justin Herbert. I really only need. Ooh, that's tough. I mean, oh man. I don't know that I would give that up. I mean, yeah, Justin Herbert is playing way better, but like, you're giving up 2 starters. I think you stick with your guy. I don't know what your running back depth is like, unless you absolutely never need David Johnson, even as a depth, but I wouldn't do that. Rosie, Hasty or McKinnon? If you had to choose one, Rosie, and also welcome. I don't know. I don't think that we've really seen enough from McKinnon for me to warrant like a confidence saying start him. So I don't know if I would do that. I can see McKinnon. Yeah. So I mean, unless we got a few 49er fans in here. Let us know. Like, give us your feedback on what you think, Hasty or McKinnon. But I just don't know what I've seen from McKinnon so far or his usage at all to be able to trust him. I know he got a few passing opportunities last week too, but I don't know if I can. That's a big pain for Herbert. I agree, Burke. I don't see him coming back, sadly, and I'm 14, so I don't see Manning play that much. Yeah, I don't see, I mean, I am older than you, but Manning was definitely, when I was little. So, yeah, man, I'm glad you're a Colts fan. Hey, stick with the Colts. I feel like, I mean, I guess I can't say as a Colts fan growing up, going between Manning and Luck that I've, gone through a lot, but it's been a while since, we made the playoffs or won the division, and we've got a really good team this year, man. That defense and Phillip Rivers is starting to play well. Once JT gets going and actually becomes, the running back that we think he's going to be, we're going to be good. And hey, we're one quarterback away from being, a serious contender, even though I still think we're contenders this year. Hasty didn't look good, but was used way more last game. You never know and that's my issue with the 49ers, right? Is like, I feel like it's so committee. I would probably lean that Hasty's going to get a little bit more volume, but I don't like his production. Again, it was like, he didn't break 30 yards. He got a TD to save it, and that's the only reason why he's really relevant tonight. Would you drop Lutz or Koo, Irie? I keep Koo. Like Lou says, exactly. We got to stick with our boy Youngway. He had, he's been one of the more reliable kickers this year, right? And he had one back game like 2 weeks ago, but stick with it. Our defense is elite and also have big, so I do too. I think he's a good runner. He has vision problems. He needs to pick the right holes to hit. So yeah, I know D-Buck, right? Thank you for him. I think it helped us both out, but I love Defoe. Kirk Slayton or Brian Hill probably in the flex. I think Kirk here. We've talked about Kirk a few times over the last few streams, and he's honestly been good because of his usage in the end zone and how many TD looks he gets. So I go with him. Slayton, yeah, I think he has less touchdown opportunities. I like Kirk here, especially if nothing's going on with Todd Gurley. Brian Hill is always going to be an okay stash, but I don't know that I would start him comfortably. I'm nervous. All my RBs are injured. I'm left McKinney or Hasty. Yeah, I mean, Rosie, it's tough, right? I definitely still would say probably Hasty if I were you, just because of what we've seen. What's going on with JT's with Wilkins? Start, nope, Ambi. So I actually talked about Wilkins. He's my sit this week, and I had him on my waiver wires as someone not to trust. I think he has a 1 week wonder. We've seen this a lot, Wilkins has been on the team for a long time, and there's a reason why we keep on bringing in running backs. Is because he's a good change of pace back as a third stringer, but he's not going to be our starter. The only thing wrong with JT right now is that he is. He's having vision issues, and that's it, and that's very understandable transitioning into the NFL. Is that there's a little bit of adjustments. You can't just expect someone to come in right away unless you're someone like Zeke or like Saquon, who are like almost generational prospects. So I think he needs a little time to develop. Hopefully he can get there and give us some good value this season. I don't know. We'll see. Here's what I'll say. A lot of people have him as a must sit this week. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think people are taking into account the Ravens' name a little bit more than they should be. Obviously a very good team, but they're not going to have a lot of their defensive players. I think the Colts defense is going to be able to put a lot of pressure on Lamar, and we're going to force him to be a pure passer, which he hasn't been good at this year. So I think we're going to be able to put up a good fight, I think we might be able to squeak one out. I think a lot of people are automatically write off the Colts against the Ravens, but wait and see. Okay, to drop Cleveland Browns defense. Who did the Browns play this week? Let's see. I didn't have them on my start list, so I don't know that you need them this week. Browns. Let's see. Cleveland Browns schedule. So they have They have Houston, Philadelphia, Jacksonville, Tennessee. I would drop them. They're only really good for the weeks 15 and 16, so you can try and maybe pick them up before the playoffs if you feel like you got a good shot into making to the last 2 rounds for sure. So what's going on, man? Ricardo, my first NFL I went to in person was Rams vs. Colts, and the Colts got blown out. Man, which one was this, Ricardo? I used to live, in the Chicago area, so I would try and go down for a game or 2 every year. It was great. Impact games. What's up? Mixon or Sanders for the rest of the season? I like Mixon a little bit more. Mixon, his thing is that he usually turns it on like sort of like end of the year, so I like him a little bit more, and I think that offense is starting to move along. But both good to have. Why? I guess Impact. Are you like looking to trade for one, or what's your situation? Oh wait, I have Lamar Jackson and Ronald Jones for Russell Wilson. No wait, I have a trade. Lamar Jackson, Ronald Jones for Russell Wilson. No wait, are you getting? Sorry, I'm gonna pull the trade. So are you giving away Lamar and Ronald for Wilson? Is that what's going on? Irie is Rashard Higgins, right? That's who you're talking about. I think he is. I think he's going to be one of the top 2 options in Cleveland. So I think, don't judge the last game. They had really bad weather, so don't worry about that. I still think he's going to be a startable guy from here on. And even JT needs to improve though. Look at James Robinson. He's a rookie too. Yep. Oh, for sure. Exactly. Right. So I think some rookies they're good at certain things. JT just needs to figure out his vision. I agree. James Robinson has been a blast, and I picked him up in a couple of my leagues, so it's been great. I don't see Wilson is that much better than Jackson, but if you get by without, yeah, I agree with that, Burke. I actually do like Wilson a lot better than Jackson, just because Jackson has been relatively inconsistent this year, and Russell is playing at a MVP level for sure. So neither one of those guys. So would you trade Hunt for Fournette and Slayton? I don't know that I would, honestly. I think Fournette and Hunt are sort of in a similar spot, but at least we've seen that Hunt can have production. Also, Damian Harris flex this week or Slayton? Keep an eye out. I heard Sonny Michel is maybe back. I need to check up on that, but if he's back, I don't know if I would do it. If he's not, I would probably go with Damian Harris here. Rohun, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. So let's see, who do I flex? Zeke, Moss, Jefferson, Corey Davis. Also, do I start Herbert or Allen this week and moving forward? So the quarterback is very much going to be dependent on, the quarterback thing is going to be dependent on the schedule. I think Justin Herbert is a little bit more matchup proof than Josh Allen right now, but I really do like Josh Allen's matchup against Seattle this week. If you want to play based off matchup, go Josh Allen. Otherwise, I do have Justin Herbert. I don't know if my start. I think he might be my start of the week. But he's been putting up, I think 21 plus points in every week, except for one. So you can't go wrong with either. Safer bet is probably Justin Herbert to get you that 22 to 25 points. But Josh Allen could go off because the Seattle defense is not good at all. But also, so going back to your other question, I would flex Jefferson. I think he has a back-to-back game. Go check out my start set video from this morning. He is my start of the week at wide receiver. September 40. Oh, geez, Jacoby, man. The Jacoby era has been a little tough, huh? He's a great backup, but it's a little tough. Buck, so you're trying to, if you can do it with, I think that's okay. I do like Russell. I'd be curious to see what everyone else thinks, but I do think Russell is a sheer step up from Lamar, honestly. Luke says, I don't know if I asked this already, but who do you like more, Rustin Eckler or Jacobs? Where do you see Eckler coming back, week 11 or 12-ish? Yeah, so as of right now, I like Jacobs a little bit more for the purely because he's healthy. Well, I think he got there was some injury today, but he's healthy. And he is going to get a lot of volume. There's a rumor that came out today that Eckler might not be back for the rest of the season. It sounds like they're, injury-wise, he might not come back until weeks 11 or 12, but they might shut him down due to the nature of his injury because they might not want to re-aggravate his injury. So I'm a little bit worried about Eckler after that news came out today. Rickety, what's up? What's up, my friend? Was this a good trade? I gave Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Robbie Anderson and got D-Hop and Dobbins. I really need a reliable rest of the season and who is good and not so expensive pickup. So you upgraded at wide receiver, but you definitely downgraded at running back. I think Dobbins has a potential to be good, and I think he's a good sort of buy low candidate right now, but that field is going to get very messy. Mark Ingram is going to come back, and we saw what his production was, so you could have someone that ultimately takes over that backfield or someone that gets that 2-3 touches a week. It's a risk, but at least you got D-Hop, and I like that. ISO, it was Hunt for Fournette and Shepard, and not Slayton. Yeah, so again, I think Hunt and Fournette plays a similar role. Both are able to produce, but I think, let me see, I need to go back up to your trade. So you're trading Hunt for Fournette and Slayton, right? So, oh, you already have Rojo. So I don't know if I like that for you because now you have two running backs on the same team that you don't know that you can, you're never going to play them both at the same time. So I don't know if I love that for you, ISO. Oh yes, Rojo and Lamar for Wilson. I would maybe consider it. I mean, that's still a little bit of a pay, but I do like Wilson a lot. Rickety says, what should I package together for a reliable running back rest of the season? I have a lot wide receiver. T. Higgins, Jalen Reagor, Terry McLaurin, A.J. Brown, Hopkins. My running backs are Swift, Edmonds, Moss, and Gaskin. I would say you'd probably have to give, if you want like a solid running back, maybe like T. Higgins and Moss. You can try and pull a quick one and see if you can get rid of Edmonds with somebody, but people know that he's going to be back, or he's probably not going to be as relevant soon. Maybe trade it to someone who's sitting pretty at like 7-1, 6-2, and try and give Gaskin for them to hold for once he gets back. But that's a little tough because you are weak at running back, so. I would say if you need something now and someone doesn't want to risk it, I would package like a T. Higgins or even a Reagor with either Moss or Swift. Impact games. I'm very close to making this trade. I'll trade Metcalf, Robbie Anderson, and Crowder, and either Mixon/Sanders for Devonta Adams, Allen Robinson, and Chubb. Thoughts? I'm looking ahead to the playoffs. So. I don't mind it. I actually don't mind it at all because Devontae and Metcalf are both top tier wide receivers. So I actually think you're not losing anything there. I do like Allen Robinson a little bit better than either Robbie Anderson or Crowder. And yeah, actually Chubb is not a bad return for it because you'll still have Mixon or Sanders, right? So actually I don't mind that at all. I think that's good for you. Feeling confident starting Bucksy versus or stream Arizona on New strategy. Irie, can you pick up Houston? I really like Houston this week. Bucksy should be okay, but the Saints are, especially if they get MT back, it might be a little tough. I made a trade off of a gut feeling yesterday. I picked up Mooney for $2 and set him to, and Carson for Chubb. Outlook for Carson is great and Chubb. Oh, for sure. Burke, I like that. You get a solid, you get one of the, the biggest workhorse of a running back in the fantasy, so that's great. So what do you think about trading for MT? I'm really trying to make a move for him. I have Galladay, and maybe I could. It'll be tough to trade for him right now because whoever has been holding out to him has been holding for a really, really long time. So if you do trade for him, you're trading for his first round value. That's the only thing. I probably wouldn't right now because you're trading away for like first round value, even though there could be a lot of question marks with him. I don't even know if he's going to be playing this week. So, go for it if you can make the right trade and you can afford it for maybe a late playoff push or like just for the playoffs. But he is at a pretty high buy high right now. Ricardo, hey, thank you, man. Yeah, good luck on your homework. And if you ever actually need homework help, come in here. We actually have a few people that kind of jump in and out for homework, so maybe y'all can talk to each other and do your stuff. But good luck, Colts Nation. Let's go. Ramuchaz, welcome. Between Fournette, Gus Edwards, and Lindsey for standard, who do I go here? Okay. Let's look. So we have Gus. Okay, we have Gus Edwards. I'm just what I'm doing right now is I'm just pulling up my list for the week, and so I can give you guys a better, what the research I've done and what I've come up with. So we have Gus Edwards, Fournette, and who's the last one? Lindsay. So I know right now Lindsay has a potential injury, where he's got turf toe, something like that. Out of those, I would probably lean Fournette, especially because if Rojo makes a mistake, he's going to be in the doghouse with Arians, and he's going to be the back to go to. L. Kraus, welcome. Is Matt Ryan or Big Ben a better starter this week? That's a great question. So who do we have? The Falcons have the Broncos this week, right? I'm gonna go with Big Ben here, actually, purely just based off the matchup. I actually have them right next to each other in my ranking. Big Ben at 9 and Matt Ryan at 10. I say just go Big Ben because they're playing Dallas. It's I know people like to overthink, well, what if the teams get ahead and the Dallas is so bad, but don't overthink it. They're playing the worst defense in the league right now. Go for that. Is there anybody startable in the 49ers versus Packers today? Yep, so on the 49ers side, I would say Mullins actually is kind of a sleeper start. Otherwise, Reed, Hasty, I like. I don't know who their wide receivers are, but I don't trust a fifth string wide receiver against Jared Alexander. Obviously on the Packers, go Aaron Jones. You can start Tanya. You can start Devontae Adams. Aaron Rodgers. So definitely, all your normal starters on the Packers side of things for sure. I'm currently 3-5. Should I package someone like AJ Brown and Moss or someone like a Connor? Yeah, if you can do that, that's fine. But I don't know if I love that for you because AJ Brown's probably your best wide receiver, Rickety. So you should trade AJ Brown and Rieger and Moss for Connor and Beasley. I would not do that. You're not gaining a lot. You're not gaining enough with Beasley over your wide receivers to justify that trade to help you at 3-5 right now, Rickety. Would you start a defense against starting your QB again? I mean, not necessarily. It really depends. There is always that QB against defense conundrum, but a lot of it depends on it. Probably avoid it if you can. Let me just make sure I didn't many. Okay. Luke says my team. Okay. You have Justin Herbert, Jacobs, Aaron Jones, Julio, A-Rob, Waller, Edmonds, Eckler, T. Higgins. What do I package with Eckler for Henry? Honestly, man, with the news today, I don't know that anyone's gonna take Eckler at the moment. If you really want Henry, you're probably gonna have to give up Aaron Jones plus a T. Higgins or something, honestly. Henry is very expensive right now. Burke, I don't know 100%. The last thing I read today was that he jammed his toes, so his status is TBD. OG Dubs, welcome. Yeah, as of right now, from what we know, Aaron Jones should be good to go. I'm gonna just Google, make sure there's nothing that's come up. Yeah, Aaron Jones is officially active. Could see reduced workload, but if he's active, just go for him. Which are cheap running backs rest of the season? I would say someone like a Zach Moss, someone like a Josh Jacobs. Justin Jackson might be a league winner if anyone can get him, if Eckler really doesn't come back. I just picked up Husick, but benching him. Yeah, I mean, he's a fullback, right? Bryce Harris, what's up, my man? Welcome. Good to see you here. OG, he's back and good to go for tonight. Yep, exactly. Burke. Jones is officially listed at healthy. Who do you think would win Chargers versus Raiders? That's going to be a tough one, right? I lean... I think it's going to be a shootout. I'm going to lean Raiders a little bit here, just because of the experience and the veterans on that team. My league isn't aware of the news on Eckler, so I mean, you could try it, but I still think Henry's going to be really expensive, Luke. I just tried to trade for Henry too, and it didn't go through. Raman Chow says, my wide receiver core has been a mess. Got Godwin injured 100 times on Cooper Kupp, yep. I'm looking for, yep. It's gonna be tough, go look at my wide receiver. Here's what I'll say, Ramuchas, is that wide receivers are plenty, and you can pick up some good ones. So even if you don't have the ammunition to actually trade for one, just go and pick some up. Go look at my pickup video from this week, and I'll give you I give you a huge list of guys I think you should pick up right now and guys who are good stashers. So go take a look at that and see what your thoughts are. Anyways, Bryce, yeah, welcome. Welcome. You know, this is your first time. Thanks for coming by. Antonio Brown or Kirk and Flags? I would probably play a little safe this week and go with Kirk. Buck, Jose Perez, I think Raiders. Yep, for sure. Also, yeah, Jose, welcome. Good to see you here again, my friend. I completely skipped through your name for some reason. AB season. Hey, I'm starting AB in one of my leagues. I need to, but you know, just the safer bet, right, is to not start him unless you need to. But I do like his upside. I think he scores at least 7 to like 10 in PPR for sure. Rickety, start Big Ben over Cam. And yeah, Rickety, this just those ones I mentioned. Justin Jackson, Josh Jacobs he's getting more expensive, but yeah, for sure. Naeem Hines could be a good cheap option. P. Ryan could be a good cheap option on the Jets. Blue Hawaii, I'm starting both Burton and Logan Tom. Really, Blue? Is there, I guess, oh, sorry, Logan. Welcome, Logan Lima. Let me get right back to you. Is there a reason why you need to start 2 tight ends this week? I'm not a huge fan of starting 2 tight ends, especially someone like a Logan Thomas. But yeah, Logan, welcome to the chat. Starting Trent Taylor over Melvin Gordon. Trust, hey, go for it. I trust. Justin Jackson and drop Cole Beasley. Logan Thomas over Burton. I like Burton over Logan Thomas. I think Logan has a pretty low floor, but I think both are decent plays this week. Got Kirk, McLaurin, Rieger too. Oh yeah, so you're kind of fine, you know. So then, absolutely, Ramachaz, go look at my waiver wire video and just look at the ones I say to pick up, because at this point you have a pretty solid core, and all you really need to do is just stash some potentials there. Or should I say pick up Justin Jackson for Kobe's? I would pick up Justin Jackson with the recent news today for sure. Jesus Lopez, was this a good trade? David Johnson and Keenan Allen for Derrick Henry? Oh, for sure. I think Mike Evans is still like a week-to-week kind of guy with his production, but you got Derrick Henry out of that, so it's fine. Burke, should I try to upgrade Matt Ryan by packaging him with Slayton or Kirk? So I don't think that's a bad idea. I would try and package him for Slayton. Maybe see if you can get like a Rodgers or like a Watson. I'm trying to think who else you can get that's like potentially just like a step up, right? Maybe try and buy Josh Allen low if he doesn't have a great game this week. Otherwise, yeah, I think those are some good options there, Burke. Blue Hawaii says my RBs and wide receivers are banged up, so I'm just keeping 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. It's risky, but I'm 1-1 this season. But doing this, I don't do it. Okay, yeah, I mean, go for it. I still would probably put an RB or wide receiver at your flex, but hey, if you're feeling the tight end, go for it. Ricky, what do you think about my RBs? Swift, Edmonds, Dobbins, Moss, and Gaskin. I have to do a trade because so. The only thing is you don't have like a starting running back right now, right? Swift, I think, is gonna probably have a little bit more carries than AD, and actually for all your viewers, Adrian Peterson, his nickname is actually AD, as in Daniel, not AP. Just an FYI. I can explain that if people are curious. So you have Swift, who's in a split share. Edmonds, who's going to be good for you for, say, like 2 weeks before Drake comes back. And Dobbins in a committee right now. He played really well. And Moss also is split. So Gaskins is not going to be back for at least 3 weeks. So the only problem right now is you don't have a starting running back that I feel solid with. Any of those guys has really good upside, but for a running back group, you want to have somebody that's like every week starter. Balco. I have a feeling the Jets might win this Monday. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's honestly like it's not as much of a blow as people think it's gonna be. So, yeah. Miles, welcome back. So you're saying, do we want the Packers defense or what is it? Packers defense versus Washington, right? So I actually like Washington a little bit better. Go with Washington. So Irie says pick 2: Hopkins, AJ Brown, Antonio Brown. Hopkins and AJ Brown 100%. Bucks, bro. Now that I pick up Justin Jackson, should I start him over Rojo? I would. Bryce, I don't think Carson plays this week. At least everything that I've read so far, he's still gonna be out. Exactly, Bert. It's all day. His nickname is All Day, not Adrian Peterson. So like really, his like people call him AD, but like, you know, I guess I can't really say that. So people say AP because that's what they think it is, but it really is like the OG nickname is AD All Day. Eckler, Edmonds, and Fournette for Henry. I have Aaron Jones. Well, that's the thing is like you can try that if you can get it. That's great. But like if I'm a Derrick Henry owner, I would not take that because you're not giving me any starting running backs, and Eckler is still injured. So if I was a Henry owner, I probably wouldn't do that unless they're super desperate and like literally have Derrick Henry as their only guy. Toby Loba, what's up? Welcome. Man, we have so many new viewers in the chat tonight. This is awesome. Welcome, everywhere. So many new names I haven't seen. Yeah, Rickety, hey, go for Josh Jacobs. It's hard to just say like which one to go for because a lot of it depends on like who owns who. But hey, go for Josh Jacobs if you want someone that's cheap who's gonna get a lot of volume. Sorry, Gibson or Justin Jackson? I would go Justin Jackson, Miles, for sure. Toby Loba, I'm just gonna call you Toby for sure if that's okay. Do I play Hardman, Moss, or Bell at flex? Out of those, I would probably Moss probably has the safer floor, so I would go Moss here. Yep. Chamua, what's up? Thoughts on Robert Woods rest of the season? Potter trading him for Thomas. I like him. I think he's always going to be like a solid wide receiver. He gets the targets, and he's on a decently explosive offensive team. If you can trade for him one-on-one or even just put in a bench player, I would absolutely do that. I just don't know if the Michael Thomas owner will take it. We talked a little bit about this earlier on, but Michael Thomas's value is at an all-time high right now, so that's a little bit rough. Nick, what's up? Davis, what's up? Hey, welcome. Yeah, welcome to the chat. I didn't, I had got my video up today, but I don't usually post my start and sits in the Reddit just because I don't want to be one of those guys that literally posts every single one of my videos there. So yeah, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I'm flexing Hasty and my tight ends read tonight. Oh, let's go, dude. Hey, if anyone in here, I'm actually going to have the game up on the side because I'm sure the stream is going to go on for a little bit. I still don't know if I'm allowed to stream the game and show it to you guys on chat. So if we get confirmation that that's legal and I won't get copyrighted, I want to put the game up. Have me lower, like somewhere right here, have me here, and have the Thursday night game up. So if anyone knows, let me know. Just sub, yes, Toby. Hey, thank you. Another. Hey, welcome. What, Toby? Another student. What school are you in? But yeah, Davis, let's if you're sticking around when the game starts, let's watch the games together and let's see what happens. Nick Moore, Starwin, Cole Beasley, DJ Moore, AP, Marvin Jones. Let's see. Where do I have them ranked? So DJ Moore, okay, let's see, Beasley, Jones. So keep an eye out for Stafford's status. If Stafford sits, I would not start Marvin Jones at all. I would say Beasley for if you need like a floor at the points because they're facing a really bad defense. Otherwise, DJ Moore for the ceiling. 7th grade, it's hard. I think your face is on the video. Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, welcome. We've got some younglings in the chat. We just had someone else who was 14 that was in the chat, another Colts fan. Pick one: Monty, Rojo, and Antonio Brown. Monty to be a little bit safe. If I had to rank those three, Irie, I would say Monty, Antonio Brown, and then Rojo. Also, Irie, am I pronouncing your name right? Is Irie? Let me know. Because I know I've been saying Irie, and I know you've been here a lot, so I just don't want to keep on butchering your name. DJ Dallas or JT? I don't think Carson's playing. If Carson's not playing, yeah, I don't think so either. I would go DJ for sure. Anthony Acosta, welcome. Should I start Jordan Reed or Jonnu Smith? I like Jordan Reed's upside a lot, and you have a minute to start him, I think, so get him to your lineup. I like him a lot. I'll be here, man. Appreciate the earlier time. Oh, for sure. And yeah, that's honestly what I was thinking, because I know a lot of people in chat last time said, hey, like, you start way too late because I'm West Coast. I might actually start dividing my streams up into shorter streams, but doing one early. So around like 4 or 5 Pacific. And then, so maybe do like an hour and a half break and do like a late one at like, you know, 10 or 11 Pacific 4 hour, because I know we actually have some people in chat who prefer the late night streams because they work until super late. So let me know what you guys think about that, like, you know, splitting it up. And for anyone who's new, I usually stream on Tuesday nights at like 8:30 Pacific, Thursday nights around 4:30 Pacific, and then either Friday or Saturday nights, and a random night where I just start at like 10 o'clock. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about breaking it up into like 2 shorter, like 1 to 1.5 hour streams, one at like 5 o'clock Pacific, and then another one at 10 to accommodate both, you know, central, both time zones. I'm gonna watch on Amazon till 8 and then pop in here. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Toby. For sure, for sure. Welcome back anytime. Anthony, no problem. I have DJ Dallas, but do not want to risk if Carson's playing or not, so I had to go with Hasty, and that's fine. Got Dre up and CMC, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'm really glad. I'm really happy to see CMC back this week. I think it's, you know, as just, you know, for all of us fantasy fans and players, it'll be fun to see him come back. I just, you know, I'm glad I'm not playing him this week. Okay, Koda, good idea. Who's a league owner that we should be trying to trade for in your opinion? So one guy, based off of news that came up today, is actually Justin Jackson. So actually, one second, let me get the game on the side. So reasoning behind Justin Jackson is that it sounds like there's a good chance that Austin Eckler might not be back for a long time, and that based off of his injury, he actually may not be, what do you call it? He may not actually they might just shut him down for the rest of the season because of like the re-aggravation nature. Like he could get, the injury could get re-aggravated really, like, you know, pretty rough. So especially if they're not in playoff contention, I could see him being shut down. So like Justin Jackson is someone good to keep an eye on right now, just in case he is actually the starter for that team for the rest of the season. Burke, thank you for coming by, man. I appreciate it. Good to see you again, my friend. What do you think about the news about Kittle? I don't think he'll be back. Yeah. Yeah, good to see you, Burke, man. Hey, I'm sure, you know, you'll be cheering against the 49ers, so yeah. Good luck as a Seahawks fan. I don't know. I think a lot of news is gonna come out. I don't know, unless something happens. I mean, at this point, you know, someone else already picked him up. Like, let them waste the roster spot, right? That's fine. You don't need to do it. And again, you know, if they come back, especially if the 49ers, I mean, the 49ers hopefully just keep on tanking, right? So maybe they just shut him down again for the rest of the season. Rickety, if you can't do that, I don't think that's a bad idea. I'd be curious to see if the owner actually does it, but I like that trade for you. 100%. Thoughts on Pope with Eckler possibly out? I still think he's going to be a backup, right? My personal take is that both Josh Kelly and Pope take a backseat to Justin Jackson unless he does something really stupid and just, you know, plays, just is an awful running back. So yeah. Or it's a lot to give up T. Higgins and Edmonds. I just try to do Rieger and Edmonds first, see what happens. I could do this because of all my wide receivers that had the bad weeks. Yeah, I mean, you could do it for sure. But I would try. Also, see if you can just play Edmonds this week. Maybe try and trade after next week, because Edmonds, he's my start of the weekend running back. He's gonna have a big game in my opinion, so you might be able to sell him high. Thoughts on CEH? I still have hope for him. So I think they were able to get up quick the last 2 weeks. So I wouldn't lose faith on him. And guys, look, Aaron Jones just broke that off for like 15 yards. So all you Aaron Jones starters out there, he's looking good right now. Eckler is killing me. Yeah, I'm holding Edmonds and trying to sell him after this week. Yeah, for sure. Ricky, hey, thanks for coming by, man. Yeah, Packers looking good tonight. appreciate the sub and like Burton now. Appreciate it, my friend. And appreciate you always coming through. It's awesome. But yeah, it looks like the game's starting, so let me know if anyone still has questions, or you know, we can all end the stream early if people do want to go and you know, watch a game. But yeah, I guess what I would like to do, and I'll do some research, but I'm gonna try and figure out to see what the copyright issues are if I do stream, because like, I guess let me know if I mean, I don't know if you guys would even be interested, but if you guys are interested, I definitely would be down to stream the game full screen and just have me talking on the side. You're playing Aaron Jones? Yeah, hey, I mean, we'll see what happens, right? But yeah, I honestly wasn't really thinking he was gonna play, but hey, I mean, if he is, great for him. 33 is Jones, right? Yeah, he just got yep, man, he's looking good right now. Just caught another pass for like, what, 12, 15 yards? So he's what, up to like close to 5 points already. That's crazy. Bucks, hey, thanks for coming through. Go Chargers. Okay, for sure. I mean, we'll see. I still think there's probably going to be some issues with it, especially since you know, the live streams are recorded and archived on my channel afterwards. I don't think there's going to be an issue during the stream, right? I just don't want to get into any issues. What do you call it? Like post stream when everything is put up. Ari, 0-2 the last week's new major help, but don't know who to trash. I got Rodgers, Hopkins, AJ Brown, Galladay, Antonio Brown, Kamara, Rodro, Monty, Tampa Bay, Logan Thomas. Cool. Yeah, so I think you need to upgrade at your tight end. And I mean, honestly, you have a solid team. Like, I guess what's been going on? Have you been losing close games? Have your opponents been like just outscoring you a lot? And how big is the league? Is it like an 8-man or 10-man league? Because your team looks pretty stacked, but it's all relative to you really just like Devontae Adams touchdown, Aaron Rodgers to Adams, crazy. Yeah, a lot of it depends on you know, the size of your league, right? Because it could be, your team could be stacked for like a 12, 14-man league, but it could be pretty average for like a 6 or 8-man league. A lot of it depends on that for sure. Man, Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams this year. That's crazy. I have that connection in one of my leagues, and it's great. It's great. For sure, for sure. 49ers fans right now kind of worried, right? Everyone, all the 49er fans in the chat right now saying, wasn't a catch. He didn't didn't have control of the ball, right? Let's see. Caught it, spun around, crossed the plane. I think that's a touchdown. I think as he crosses the plane, he has control. Hooper was stashing, by the way. I've had one loss, less than a point, and one by... oh, that's rough. Yeah, ugh, okay. So that means your team is doing well, Davis, right? So yeah, I definitely think Hooper is worth a stash. I actually don't know when exactly he's coming back, but yeah, I liked it. Marquise Brown or Antonio Brown? Ooh, Bryce. I'm gonna, unpopular opinion, I'm gonna actually kind of go with Antonio Brown this week. I think he has a better matchup. Marquise Brown has been pretty disappointing. I think last week was his first like actually good week, right? So I kind of like the question and like the mystery mark of Antonio Brown. So I kind of say, you know, whatever. Let's just, you know, go all out and let's go with Antonio Brown. I like that. Michigan legend, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hey, okay, so trade question. We've got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Justin Jefferson, Jack Moss. Okay, so Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Justin Jefferson, Zach Moss, and CD for Josh Jacobs, Cups, and Will Fuller. You have Derrick Henry, Bell, Gus for running backs, so you'd be getting Jacobs, okay? And you have Thielen, DK, Hollywood, D. Johnson for wide receivers. Okay, gotcha. Huh. So I'm a big believer in Clyde still. Michigan, I wonder if, I mean, who do you like better between Thielen and Jefferson? Because I actually like Jefferson a little bit more. So I wonder if you can maybe swap Thielen and Jefferson. But if you like Thielen more, I don't think that's a horrible trade for you. I don't know for the rest of the season if you're going to be upgrading much with Josh Jacobs, is what I'll say. That's the only thing, right? And I think you're kind of giving up a lot. I actually, It's tough because if you didn't have Thielen, I would actually say keep your guys. But it's tough having both those guys. I wonder, can you do a trade without giving up Clyde Edwards? So maybe just do like Jefferson, Zach Moss, and CD for like Josh Jacobs and like Will Fuller, or like one of those other guys. I think that's better. I think you need to keep Clyde if you can. And like I like Justin Jefferson a lot, so try and maybe cut that down a little bit to keep Clyde. Cooper's supposed to be back next week. Yeah, I would stash him because he's gonna be a decent red zone target, especially since OBJ's not there anymore. So I do like that. Davis. What about Marquise Brown or DJ Chark? Let me see how I have him ranked this week. So Brown, I have tier 5. Chark, I have Brown a little bit higher than DJ Chark, mainly just because like normally I actually like Chark a little bit more. But the issue is we don't know who's going to be thrown to him, and I don't like we do know. I keep on thinking Cowboys. We know Jake Luton's going to be thrown to him, but we don't know how good he's actually going to be, right? I have Brown ranked a little bit higher purely just based on the quarterback. But I can also see a scenario where all Luton does is just chuck it to DJ Chark. So, that's a tough one to say. But yeah, I mean, Marquise Brown is probably a little bit safer, I would say. So you don't think Bell would take? Bell's still going to be involved. My gut feeling says Clyde is still going to get the majority of the touches, relative to what Bell gets. That might not be the 15-20 that we like, but that might be the 10 to 15 versus Bell, who might get like 6 to 8. So for me, I still want a stake in a running, and the technically the starting running back with one of the highest offensive scoring, what I'm trying to do? One of the highest offensive powers in the league. So I prefer Clyde here. I'm not as down on him as a lot of other people are. Yellow Zebra, what's up? So Jonathan Taylor or D Swift in the flex. Let me see what I have on my leg. So I lean Jonathan Taylor right now without looking. Let me look at my rankings. Taylor. I kind of lean Jonathan Taylor a little bit here. Benjamin, what's up? Benjamin, do you prefer Ben or Benjamin? So we're looking at Allen Robinson or Claypool. I prefer Allen Robinson because he's like the number one and one of the only targets for the Bears offense. I've been talking about this a lot. The issue with the Steelers wide receivers is that they're all good. All right, Ben, sounds good. The issue with the Steelers wide receivers is that they're all good and they all have fantasy value. But it's kind of just like roulette right now, right? Like who's gonna be the guy this week, and who's gonna get the most touches, who has been favoring. So between those two, we at least know that Allen Robinson's gonna be the one that actually gets the targets and the look and the volume. So I would go him to be a little bit safer. You make this, I just think so essentially Michigan, right? How I look at it is you want Josh Jacobs, right? I don't know that, Kupp and Fuller are very, very good wide receivers, but with Thielen, DK, or Jefferson, it's good, right? Honestly, if I were you, I would be inclined to maybe just say talk to the guy and say, hey, what if we did Deontay Johnson, Zach Moss and CD for Josh Jacobs and Kupp, or Josh Jacobs and Fuller. I don't care who you give me. I'll give you, two wide receivers and a running back for those guys. That might be a little bit tough. That's when you throw in like a Jefferson and say, okay, here's Jefferson and Zach Moss for Josh Jacobs and Will Fuller, you know? But like, there's no reason for you to give up that many to not get a lot back in return, because the only guys I like coming back to you is Josh Jacobs. I don't know that Kupp or Will Fuller is going to help your wide receiver core right now, because you already have a very solid depth. So you only want to make a trade if it's obviously going to help you, and I think you're losing a lot more value here than you're gaining. Claypool or Edmonds in the flex? Go Edmonds. He's my start of the week at running back. Everyone who's new here, go check out my start and sit video that I posted earlier today. I have, at each position, I have 5 starts, 5 sits, and also one more just for good measure to do start of the week and sit of the week. But yeah, I do have Edmonds as my start of the week. So go chase Edmonds, then. How are we looking on this Thursday night game right now? Man, why there's so many ads? That's kind of annoying. For sure. Man, 4th down already. Looks like the 49ers stalled a little bit. Michigan legend, thank you for subscribing. For anyone that's new here, we do weekly uploads for waiver wire videos and starts and sits on Tuesday mornings and Thursday mornings, as well as the plan right now is 4 streams a week. So I guess like people like Ben, Yellow Zebra, I don't know if you've been here before, but Michigan as well. What time zone are you guys in? Bryce too. Bryce, I don't know if you've been here before. I feel like I might recognize your name, but I don't remember. Let me know if this is your first time. What if I can get him to factor in Diggs? Oh yeah, if you can get Diggs in somehow, I think that's great. That's when I think, yeah, so I think if you can go like, let's see, Jefferson, Zach Moss, and honestly, if I were you, because choose which Vikings receiver you like better, right? So I would say the Vikings receiver you want to get rid of, Zach Moss plus Deontay Johnson for Jacobs and Diggs. I think that's actually a huge, that's huge. We spoke under the fantasy football. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was kind of lurking a little bit. It's the grind's kind of hard on YouTube. It's hard as a smaller YouTube to get my stuff, to get YouTube to push it out. So I kind of have to lurk a little bit and try and help people. But yeah, I thought your name would look familiar. But hey, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you made it. Jacob's schedule is rough rest of this. Is it though? Well, let me see. Who do the Raiders have? The Raiders' upcoming schedule, they have Broncos, Chiefs, Falcons, Jets. I don't think it's actually that bad, man. I had, a few weeks ago I talked about Josh Jacobs as a buy low candidate because I actually liked the schedule a lot, because they got Chargers this week, Broncos, Chiefs, Falcons, Jets. I mean, once you hit the Colts, that's gonna be tough, but like that's later on, and then Chargers, Dolphins, Broncos. I mean, I actually don't hate his schedule, and also just like no matter what the matchup is, he's still gonna get the 20 to 30 carries a week, and that's huge for me when I look at our fantasy running back. Nice, Texas. How are things in Texas right now, Bryce? Is it still super hot there? I think CEH has a slightly rougher schedule. Let's see let's look at the Chiefs schedule, right? So Chiefs schedule. Who do we have? Chiefs, we have Raiders, Bucks, Broncos, Dolphins, Saints, Falcons. Yeah, it's so on paper it's slightly higher, but the Chiefs also are a way better offense. Nice. Which part of Texas do you live in? I haven't been to Texas in a while. I think the last time I was there was in high school. Are you a Texans fan, Cowboys fan, or like which way do you lean, my friend? In Michigan, I guess. Are you from Michigan? Are you the legend that we've all heard about before? Packers back on the field now, huh? Let's see if they just kind of make it. Let's see if they make it a blowout. We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't really expect. I don't think anyone's expected the 49ers to win, but hey, we'll see, right? Aaron Jones another carry. It looks like, hey, Aaron Jones looks good right now. So if anyone who's starting him tonight, good start. Lions fan. Yeah, I'm a Colts fan. We you know, good game last week. Yeah, good game. I do feel bad a little bit for the Lions. We actually talked about the Lions a little bit during my last stream. It's tough, right? I feel like you guys are in a tough position where you're never bad enough to get a bad pick, but you're never good enough to, like, you know, make a huge push towards the playoffs. So I don't know, man. Michigan, what are your thoughts? What do you guys do with Stafford? Do you trade him, or like, what do you do with him? Because he's the only guy, he's the only thing that's keeping you guys from tanking right now, right? Sam, what's up? Welcome. I'm glad you made it. We're just talking a little fantasy, watching the game on the side right now. Darius Leonard did great. Do you play an IDP? I know we did talk about IDP maybe last week, right? Someone was talking about it, and we just talked about who it was, and I mentioned that I thought, you know, even though I don't play IDP that, or like I've only played it once, I figured Darius Leonard would be a good. If you're talking, unless you're talking about Darius Leonard last week in IDP against the Lions, right? Yeah, because he, I know his stats were. He had some stats. Rodgers to Devontae Adams, man. Adams is such a great receiver. Caught it, made a little juke move. A little juke to the defender. And yeah, man, that's... Whew. He is very solid in the league, and the other team, he would be so great. I just think it's the defense killing us in a big wall. Oh, for sure. Definitely. That was tough. And you know, last week the game was really close, right? It was close. You guys were, you know, in it until a few bad turnovers at pick 6. I think was there a fumble, or there was another turnover that really just, like, you know, it made the lead a little bit rougher. So it was a close. I mean, when I say good game, like, I'm not even saying that sarcastically. Like, it was a pretty good game until, you know, just those mistakes. And that's NFL, right? You make one big mistake, and yeah. Rodgers with a bad throw to Devontae. Ooh, that's he's not gonna let him live himself with that. Yes, we play IDP. I'm not crazy about. Is volatile outside also? Yeah, I can see that. Yes, you can, Buck. And I'm trying to figure out if I can stream this game. I don't want to do it now until I've actually figured it out. I just found someone who was doing. It was some like big streamer who was doing like a Packers fan, I think maybe. And yeah, and Bucks, thanks for subscribing. Some dude was doing like a Packers 49ers like reaction live stream, but he didn't even have the game on, so I feel like that's probably not okay. Let's see, Packer live. Yeah, there's this dude who's got like over 3,000 people watching him.
Once again, balls on their
live,
own 42. Rodgers quick throw over the middle, and it is complete for about 3-ish yards. And that,
I mean, I guess I get it, but like, why would you watch somebody commentate on a game if that's the only thing? You know, but obviously, you know, I'm doing little commentary here and there just because we're talking fantasy, but I guess it looks like this dude is what is he? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe he's just like a big personality. Yeah, Tom Grossi. I've never heard of him. What's Bucks? What are the game notes on Tom Grossi here? Inceptivus, welcome. No, it's all good. Hey, I mean, I forget things when you guys ask again, so you know, feel free to ask if you know if I don't remember. So we got Parker and we got Johnson. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this. So I have them ranked pretty closely. I prefer Johnson. I don't know if you watched my video earlier today in Septimus, but I actually have Devontae Parker as my sit of the week for wide receiver. I don't love the target share that he got. He only got 2 targets last week. Granted, it was like 1 reception for a touchdown, which, you know, made him an okay start, but I don't like it because of the volume. And until we see a little bit more chemistry, or, you know, Tua really being able to throw his way, I don't know that I can confidently start him. I mean, if you must start him, sure. Deontay Johnson is also a little bit tough because, I mean, he's got a great matchup. So yeah, let's not overthink it. Just go with Deontay Johnson. He has a better matchup. Yeah, go with Deontay Johnson. I like that. Let's see. Let's Google. What is this? Who is this Tom Grossi? Maybe he's just like a famous guy that I know about. Okay, so he looks like he's a comedian. Oh, gotcha. It looks like he's a... Oh, God. Okay, so he's like he's an actual comedian. He has a podcast, and he was featured on Sunday Night Football twice, and ESPN. So, okay, so he's actually like somewhat of like a celebrity, so that's why I mean, okay. I get it. That makes sense if that's why people want to watch that. Okay, that's fair. Man, I don't know. Maybe the 49er fans are kind of gone, or they're just kind of quiet. But yeah, the 49er fan base. I mean, I don't have anything against the 49ers, but definitely a little quieter. And maybe that's because Burke is gone, and there's not a lot to really trash talk about right now. But yeah, man, what do you guys watch this on? I know the game is on Twitch actually, so that's kind of nice. I'm gonna Google this to see if what the information, what the stat is on whether or not I can stream this. Hell yeah, I got Devonta Adams too, that's great. How's everyone else's teams looking? We'll definitely have another start and sit or just chat before the Sunday games. I still don't know when. It's probably gonna be tomorrow night or Saturday night. Very small chance Sunday morning, but we might do Sunday morning as well. So let me know what your preference is. But for anyone who wasn't here earlier, since we have so many people in different parts of the country, I'm thinking about potentially doing shorter streams in the future, but at different times. So our normal Tuesday waiver wire one, maybe we'll do one at 5 o'clock Pacific for an hour and a half, break, and then do another late one at 10 o'clock for our West Coast guys. That might be a little bit better so that everyone can actually, attend. Oh yeah, for sure. No, it's sick, right? It's I think they didn't do it for the front half of the season, but yeah, I think on Twitch it's always free now on Thursday night. So it's actually kind of nice. They actually have some interactive stuff on the side that's pretty useless, but yeah, it's nice that it's free, so you don't have to, we don't have to go to our questionable streaming sites, right, to look for the game. See what people think about that trade I told you. Lockett, Gibson, and Colts defense for Mike. Yeah, guys, what do you think? So it looks like Bryce. Yeah, so is that the full trade here, Bryce? Lockett, Gibson, and Colts defense for Michael Thomas. What do you all think? And Bryce, if you don't mind, can you post your full team again here? I think what I said earlier was that I thought it was a little bit of an overplay. Sorry, a little bit of an overpay. But yeah, we've got some people in here, so yeah, post your full lineup and let's see and let's dissect it a little bit. Yeah, Bryce, I'm actually pulling up our thread right now. Okay, so so let's see. So we're trading Tyler Lockett, Gibson, and Colts defense for Michael Thomas. Yeah, Sam, that's what I was saying too. Because it looks like the rest of Bryce's team, he has Swift and Carson, right? Yep, that's exactly what I said. So he has Swift and Carson. Carson's not going to be back for maybe another few weeks. Swift is in a share. He also has AJ Brown, Kirk, and Chark. So to me, I think he's giving up a lot for someone who has a big question mark on him, and we don't really know what he's going to be like when he gets back. There's always a chance that he might not do very well, right? Or might not play for a few weeks. So for me, I prefer having Lockett and Gibson because those are every week starters for you. Right. So if you the thing is right now, we also don't know what's going on with Antonio Brown, right? Because your wide receivers are AJ Brown, who's an every week starter pretty much, Kirk and Chark. Chark, his value has gone down, his stock has gone down a lot because of his quarterback. Kirk, I still like, but I would probably put him as like more of like a borderline like wide receiver 2. So my issue is that like, yeah, you're gonna get Michael Thomas back. So you have AJ Brown, Michael Thomas, and probably Kirk to start. But I just don't know that you're getting much more. Like, there's always a chance he comes back and is, you know, the number 1 wide receiver by a mile, right? Unless you're a huge Michael Thomas fan, I still kind of think you maybe keep Gibson and Lockett here, right? You know, let's do the math on here. So let's pull up a trade value chart, okay? And I know a lot of this can be arbitrary. So let's see. So Michael Thomas right now, his value is in a PPR league, it's 24 points. Okay, he has a 24 trade value points. So let me write this in chat. So Michael Thomas equals 24 points. Okay, so we're gonna look at Gibson, Lockett, and the Colts defense that you're giving up. So Gibson is gonna be 14 points. So Gibson equals 14 points in PPR. Lockett is actually 21 points in PPR. Right? So already there, even without the Colts defense, you're overpaying for Thomas. That has a lot of question marks. I personally don't think I would do it. Right. I don't know if we're actually gonna get yeah, I don't think they do like trade values for defenses, but I mean, you know, Lockett has been good for you. You know, Lockett has been good for you this season. He's playing with an MVP, you know, quarterback. He's having an MVP season. I just don't know that it's really worth trading away 2 solid starters for someone who's like, who we don't know about. I mean, I guess Lockett is up and down, right? But he's had more boom games than bust game. His lowest games, he's had around like 5-6 points. That's 3 games out of the week. Otherwise, he's had 13, 16, 32, and 45. So I still keep him as an every week starter because he has the opportunity to go off for 30 plus points. So because of that, you know, I would maybe consider it if Michael Thomas has been playing all season, and we know for a fact that he's going to be that, you know, wide receiver 1 status. So I don't like the trade for you. As for the Colts defense, sure, you can say that, but I still think they're one of the top fantasy defenses and a little bit more. I mean, they're the number 1 ranked fantasy football defense right now, and they have had a bye already, which means they only have 7 games on their belt, right? So, you know, a lot of people say, oh yeah, they have a rough schedule, but hey, what if they shut down Baltimore, Tennessee next week, right? That means you're going to be comfortable pretty much starting them for the rest of the season, essentially. So I wouldn't give up on them just yet. I think if you don't want to start them this week, that's fine, but just at least hold and see how they do, right? They're a really, really good defense. Like, just from an NFL perspective, they're a really good defense. And I think they're going to be able to contain Lamar a lot this week. They get the turnovers too, right? They get a lot of turnovers. They've scored 4 touchdowns on defense. And I think I don't know if they still lead the league in interceptions, but if they don't lead, they're definitely up there because they have what? They have 2, 4, 5. They have 11 interceptions on this season, plus a bunch of sacks. Ravens defense is so good. And hey, you know, that's the thing is like, you still have to sort of stream them. So if I were you and you're sitting okay, just hold both defenses unless you can get someone really good back. Like, I just don't. I don't have enough confidence in MT to like say I can recommend for you to trade for him. I mean, I don't think there's an issue if you have 2 of the top defenses in the league right now. Just use them and swap them for whoever has a better matchup. You know, obviously it's kind of frowned upon to hold 2 defenses, but like if you can do that and like your defense is gonna be able to generate you 10+ points a week, guaranteed, do that, like, because that's huge. You're gonna have such a big advantage over anyone else who, you know, are gonna be scoring potentially 2-3 points a week, just because they have to stream a random defense off the waivers, or they might even get negative points. So if you have the roster space, just hold it, see what you can do with it, and just flip-flop between those 2, because once it comes to playoffs especially, you might not have the luxury of just being able to pick up a random defense, or, you know, if you keep the Colts or Ravens, they might have a really bad matchup, right? The Colts are playing Green Bay in week 11, Houston later on, Pittsburgh in week 16, so yeah. I mean, hey, sure, if you made the trade, like, it's not a horrible trade, right? I just think it's going to hurt your depth a little bit, but it'll be worth it if MT comes back this week and is able to put up, say, like 20+ points a week. So, you know, this is just like the analysis and sort of like the conclusion I came back with it. And yeah, if you feel good about it, then don't worry about it. You're good. MT is a solid, he's a solid wide receiver. So, you know, really theoretically, you shouldn't be able to go wrong with that. You know, let's just see that he comes back this week, and if he does, then that means, you know, injury is probably good, no more drama, and he should be good to go for the rest of the season. That's good. If you're in 3rd place, that means you've been doing well against your other league mates. So, yeah, that's really good, man. What kind of league do you play, and how many people, and what's scoring format? Man, it looks like almost touchdown from the 49ers. 10-team full PPR, nice, that's good. Do you feel pretty confident that you're gonna make the playoffs? I don't know how like top heavy the standings are in your league, or like, you know, how you know, where everyone else is. Nice. If you feel good, then it's good, right? Because if you feel good about it, that means you have the luxury to like chill and sort of wait for that league winner or someone who's going to be huge for you later on. So, Ozzy, what's up? Welcome. Devontae is insane, right? He's just lighting it up since he's came back. Welcome to the stream. I think, I believe you're new here too, right? Welcome. We're just kind of chilling. We actually just went through a bunch of questions for start sits, pickups, and you know, some trade advice. We were just talking about a trade that Bryce just made. So yeah, how are you today? What's your team looking like? Man, this Prime Video is really just milking Twitch for all the ads it can do. Oh, that's rough. It's all good. I mean, you can't really predict that, right? That's tough for sure. I feel like I have one of the stronger teams in the league. I have the highest scoring in the league. Get them 35. Yeah. Hey, listen. If you, I feel like that exactly in my one league, my work league actually, and I made some huge trades today that I feel good about. Listen, as long as you have the points there and you have the potential, like, it should balance out soon, and hopefully you and I can both get over that 500 hump over the next 2 weeks and sneak our way into the playoffs. Who's 86 for? Who's 86 for San Francisco? I can't tell. I don't think that's a backup tight end. I mean, I don't think whether they reviewing the play right now, right? But oh, he didn't make it. They didn't catch it. Who is 86 on the 49ers? He didn't look like it didn't look like the backup tight end Dwelly, right? 49ers number 86. Kyle Nelson, right? Is that right? Tight end. Man, okay. Maybe Kyle Nelson is a savior that we didn't think about. Yeah, I have not heard of him ever before. And he's got to be like bottom of the depth chart, right? Let's see, 49ers depth chart. Tight ends, we have Jordan Reed, Ross Dwelley. He's not even on the... He's not even on their depth chart. I'm looking at the depth chart right now with Kiddo out. They've got Jordan Reed, Ross Dwelley, Charlie Woolmer, and Daniel Helm. I wonder if he plays a different position, but... Oh, nice. You started Hasty over DJ. Did I tell you to do that, or did you just go for it? Let's see what's going on with DJ right now. I wonder if I can see the stats. Give some time. It's okay. I mean, they're gonna have to run the ball more. I think, like I said before, I don't love the 49ers backs, but it's so early, right? All you need is a touchdown from him to make starting him worth it, right? So that's all you need. They beat my Rams and had a decent game against the Seahawks. Yeah. They need to just go in tank mode now, though, right? Like, I don't understand. They have nothing to the playoff. I don't think they're going to make it to the playoffs. So, I don't know. Yeah. All right. I mean, hey, it's so early, right? Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah. So, it's fine. I mean, they got down to the end zone, right? They just couldn't finish, so he's just gonna get his opportunity. I wouldn't worry about it. Is everyone in the chat right now watching the game as well? Nice. Yeah, I would really like to do this, but I guess if you guys all have the game up, you don't necessarily need me to do this. Man, Rod just really likes Devontae, huh? Let me know if there are any more questions. We'll probably end the stream soon. Everyone's just kind of chilling right now. But with the game on, it's a lot of... Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I get it. I mean, feel free to meet me. Not a problem. But yeah, I was going to say, yeah, let me know if there's any more questions. I'll probably end the stream soon. Just because, I know Thursdays are typically our what do you call, shorter ones. If anyone has a huge preference of when they would prefer the next stream, either Friday night or Saturday night, let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably just kind of play it by ear and just go live, and hopefully, the notification will ping you guys if you want on. But I will definitely stream one more time this week, at least, to go over last minute stuff. I'm sure we'll have hopefully more news comes out and we'll see what happens. But I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about start sits and stuff like that. Hey, Bryce, thank you so much. I hope we were able to help it, and hey, keep on coming back. Like I said, today is definitely lighter, but you saw that the chat is still pretty active. Usually I would say Tuesday nights and the weekend streams are pretty lit. Even Monday nights when I did one this week. But yeah, thank you. And the goal right now is 500 subs by the end of the season. So I'm gonna try and grind really hard to get there. But yeah, I kind of want to see what happens with that MT trade. I'm really curious. Davis, thank you so much, man. Enjoy your week. Sam, don't worry about it at all. Yeah, hey, yeah, if you can't make it, this is only here to help you guys, and we just kind of want to chill out. So, I mean, I'm sure that you get the notification whenever I'm on. So, feel free to join. You've been here since day one, pretty much, and I can't say thank you enough for not only just being here for most of the streams, but also just being super active in chat. So, hey, I will not take it personally if you miss a couple of the streams. So don't worry about that at all. And I know, that's one of the other reasons why I kind of want to, split it up, because I actually, I thought about you. I know you work late and you're on West Coast. So if I am to stream during the week, you know, we'll do it earlier on for our East Coast and Central boys, and even our like high schoolers and middle schoolers that we got today. So you know, it's not too late, but then we'll do like a late one to just talk and chill, like late at night, just to like, you know, wind down. I think that would be a good idea. It'll give me a little bit of a break and be able to do stuff during the nights. But also, yeah, I think that's great. If he plays this week, I'm taking shots on him and Antonio Brown. Oh, for sure. Yeah, Bryce, 100%. If MT plays this week, you start him. Is DJ Dallas worth dropping for someone on your waiver wire? Sam, so my thought is that DJ is going to be actually starting this week. I don't think Hyde. I think Hyde is out. I don't think Carson's back, but we'll see. So I actually think you should play him while you can, because I think, you know, whoever's playing as a running back for the Seahawks, because their offense is so explosive, they're going to be able to, you know, put up solid flex numbers or even running back 2 numbers. So, you know, again, a lot of it depends on your team, but play DJ right now if you can. You know, there's no reason. Like, the only reason you want someone else from the waiver wires is to start or to stash. But if you have somebody who's already a starter, then yeah, just stay with them. Oh, for sure, Sam, and I get that. But hey, what if Hyde is out indefinitely and Carson, his injury becomes worse? Then you get your starting running back for the rest of the season, who has a, like, you know, a high running back 2 upside. So stash him right now. Yeah, Ozzy. So let's assume that what's his face, Mark Ingram isn't back, right? I still think it's going to be a split. I don't really actually like either guys to play because of the Colts defense, Ozzy. To me, from watching the game, Dobbins seems like the better back overall, right? And I think it would be better. Obviously, the Ravens are going to ride with who's hot, but you know, Gus has been with the team for a long time, and you have a very, you know, explosive rookie running back. I think they start maybe giving him a little bit more touches. If I had to choose one to pick up, I like Dobbins a little bit more. But who knows what's going to happen once Mark Ingram is back, right? There is that very, you know, questionable tweet that he tweeted about right before the trade deadline. So a lot of people thought he was going to get traded, but he never did. So once he gets back, Gus and Dobbins, neither one of them might be useful, right? Yeah, yep, I like that too. I think, yeah, having a running back who can run downhill plus catch passes, I think that's great. But we saw what Dobbins was like when Mark Ingram was actually, yeah, what he was like, right? So it's tough to see. It's so committee. Bryce, what time are you? So I'm probably gonna end it soon in like the next 5 minutes, unless we get like a slew of you know, questions or new viewers to come in. It seems like, you know, we answer most of it within the first like hour and a half, and people kind of came in and out, and people, you know, dinner time for a lot of people and watching the game. So probably end it soon unless anything else happens. But otherwise, look to probably stream either tomorrow night or Saturday night a little bit later. But otherwise, normal schedule is like Tuesday nights, Thursdays, Friday or Saturday, plus one other random night, just kind of depending on my schedule. But yeah, subscribe and get that notification bell on, and you'll get a little red alert every time I'm on. Is Dobbins like Zach Moss, where he sees a lot of end zone plays? Right now, potentially. Who actually got more? Let me see. Who? Ravens score. Let me see. Was this Gus that scored or Dobbins that scored last week? So they played the Steelers, right? I don't remember. So, let's see, running. I don't know that that's actually true. I don't remember who got more looks, but they just split. And like I said, J.K. Dobbins, he just had more opportunities. Because, you know, he had actually one less carry, but he went for 7.5 yards per carry. Gus is the one that got a touchdown. JK didn't, so I don't know that he's as similar to Moss. Moss looks like he's like the red zone guy, right? And I think Moss is going to actually start taking over Singletary, because Singletary hasn't really performed at all this year. So I think Dobbins is in more of a split, especially with especially with Mark Ingram coming back. Especially even it's so annoying. Yep, and I think Mark Ingram coming back is just gonna make it even worse. But I like Moss a little bit for the time being. Toby, you got both, yeah. Going back to dropping DJ, consider dropping him for. Are you? DJ. Yeah, I mean, here's what I'll say. If you absolutely won't start DJ at all, then I will say, you know, probably you could do that for the long term. So like, if it's literally for long term and you're not gonna start either right now, that's not a bad drop, right? But if you're actually gonna play DJ, like I like DJ a little bit better right now than Moss, because DJ is like the clear, he's a clear primary back, whereas Moss is still gonna be splitting a lot of carries. And not even that, with Singletary, you gotta take into account that Josh Allen is a runner in the end zone too, right? So that kind of takes a little bit away from him. Yeah, Toby, Davis was saying that as well. Just, you know, be patient right now. They still got time, you know? They still got time. You know, it looks like McKinnon's gotten more carries right now, but I'm sure Hasty's going to get an opportunity in the end zone, and they were kind of moving it, so, you know, it's very early in right now. Yeah, this number 86 tight end, it's, yeah, target in. That's kind of crazy. Like I said though, Mullen is slinging it right now. 6 out of 10 for 79 yards, and we're just in the beginning of the second quarter. I think he's gonna start passing it a lot. Oh, I just jinxed him. Hey, I'll take responsibility for that. That was a bad throw though, too. I guess in my defense. So Sam says, Toby, I'm probably not gonna do it today because I think it'll be fine for now, but I don't think it's gonna. I think there might be some copyright issues for posting the stream up afterwards, and a lot of people like to comment in the video afterwards to ask more questions, because most of my interactions is through the comments and people like to do my latest video. So I'm gonna avoid it for this week, but I'm gonna look into it for next week. So let's see. What is this? So sorry, you were talking about your flex, Sam. So I'm with you on starting DJ for flex. I also have Gibson, Henry, Edmonds. Okay, so out of those, you got to start Henry. Ooh, So you technically don't need to start DJ, right? Because I think Henry's a good start, Edmonds a good start, Gibson is also a good start. So you technically don't need DJ. I like Henry and Edmonds a lot, so I think I'll leave it up to you to see if you're feeling DJ or Gibson and monitor that high. But I think both are gonna be good. I mean, hey man, you've got a solid running back core like we've talked about before. So like, it won't hurt you to drop DJ for Moss if you really wanted him, right? I guess I lean keeping DJ right now because, like I said, if Chris Carson is injured again, right? I think we want to go with a chance that DJ might be the starter for longer term, or like might just be the starter if either goes down because they're already injured. Singletary seems like he's probably he's built kind of like a tank, you know, small, very muscular. I don't know that he has an injury history, so honestly, maybe keep DJ at this point, right? Because he at least has probably a slightly higher opportunity to, run away with being the pure starter versus Moss, who's probably going to be competing and competing for the splits. And yeah, that's completely fine. If you're just looking for this, I agree with you. If you're just looking for the better stash and you're not crazy on Moss, I say yeah, just go with DJ. I think definitely a higher upside. Singletary had a hamstring injury last year. Okay, yeah, but he hasn't had any injuries this year, right, Toby? Like I think he's been pretty sturdy this year. So Yeah, I think that's the thing is I think, you know, unless something happens, it's going to be an even split with them for the rest of the season. Yeah, right. And you can't bank on injury. You're like, you know, I'd rather bank on injured players not getting back now or getting re-injured than someone who hasn't gotten injured yet, right? So that's at least what I think. For sure, for sure. But man, it's great. We got some new subs tonight. I think we went up 6 subs. That's not bad for you know, a Thursday night. We're getting close to 150. I would love to make a goal of getting up to 150 by the end of the week. So we'll see. I know Bryce is gonna actually, you know, kind of you know, market me to his friends a little bit. So that'll hopefully add it up. Do I have any faith in T.Y. Hilton? Unfortunately, like not at this moment. He's definitely lost a step, right? But the thing is, I just don't think Rivers is quite the right, the most compatible QB for him, is what I'll say. The Rivers, just his throwing style is like, he doesn't like to throw deep a lot, and that's where T.Y. really makes his money. It's a combination of him just taking a step back and just not being super compatible. Yeah, Mullins threw a, yep, I saw that. I jinxed him, I think. But yeah, Aaron Jones looking explosive as always. I feel like whenever I watch Aaron Jones, I don't know what it is. He just seems like he runs with like at such a high pace, and like he just kind of explodes out of nowhere. And it feels like all of a sudden, as soon as he gets a pitch from Rodgers, he's literally just like, you know, like he just shoots out of the canyon. And since we're at an hour 47, let's go for 13 more minutes, just to make it even 2 hours, if you guys don't mind, and just like kind of chill. I mean, there's actually nothing that like we need to do to like no reason to actually do 2 hours, but might as well be, you know, get there just because we're close. But I will be right back. Any Eminem fans in the chat? Ozzy, I know. Doggy's chilling. Hey, come by more streams. The dog will move a lot between places. And you also see the cat too. Yo, pretzel M&Ms on fire. I tried these recently, and I also tried the brownie ones. Both are really good, but I really like the pretzel ones. Yeah, James Jones came up recently. Honestly, last year it was still sort of, it was still kind of a split between him and Jamal Williams. So I think only towards the end of last year, if I'm not mistaken, that's when he started taking over that role, because he's more of like a pure runner, very, very explosive and very strong, while Jamal Williams is more of the pass catching back. Cat chilling too. Hey, we got all the animals, right? Okay, this is, I don't know if I can claim this, but this is your go-to fantasy source that also has animals involved, so we like that. Yeah, it's good. What's up, Ben? You're still chilling here, huh? Yeah, drafted in 2017. That makes sense. Yeah, I like M&M's really good. Peanut M&M's, yeah, peanut M&M's are good too. Last year was definitely sure. Classic peanut or almond. Yep, I like those too. So many varieties now. Yo, the candy game over the last, like, I feel like candy game from like 10 years ago to now is like, it's just like involves so much. You literally have like 20 plus different types of the same candy. It's great. Ozzy, I'm in California. How about yourself? I'm kind of curious at where everyone is. So I know Tal is in Cali too. Toby, where are you? Buck, I don't remember. I don't know if I remember where you're from. So Ozzy in New York City. Nice. I need to go back. I have some good friends that live out there. New York is really fun. Which part of New York City do you live in? Like actually, like just like New York City, or? Yeah, man, don't knock Power Rangers. That was the show when we were little. I loved Power Rangers as a kid. Damn, my bad. I coughed and I muted my mic. I mean, you guys are welcome for not hearing me choke on that M&M just now. Tim, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, yeah. So I was gonna say, okay, that's awesome. I was gonna say, Toby, if you're a Chiefs fan, right? What's your thought on Clyde this year with Le'Veon Bell? Early stream, yeah, Tim. Thursday nights are a little bit earlier, but I did tell people that we're gonna, in the future, we're actually gonna do shorter streams and do 2 separate streams on our weeknights. So one earlier on, one late night for our different, all of our friends in the different parts of the United States. Nice. Yeah, that's the Le'Veon Bell. You know, I guess I never thought he was gonna take over for Clyde, right? I knew he was going to take a good share over, but I thought it was probably, how I imagine it going forward is maybe like a 75 to like 25% split, maybe like 70-30. I still think Clyde is going to get the majority of it, right? Yeah, that's my thoughts. Yeah, we forgot about Damian Williams. He opted out. I wonder what his contract is like. Let's actually see. Damian Williams contract. I actually don't know what happens if you opt out for COVID, or like if it gets pushed back here, but it looks like so I think you actually maybe forgo your contract, right? And it looks like he is on contract for 1 more year. Yep, through 2021. And let's see, they've got. So his base salary is 1.7 mil, and his dead cap is 500,000. So honestly, yeah, I mean that's the thing. I don't really see Bell staying with the Chiefs next year because I'm sure he's gonna want money, right? The only way I see him staying is if they cut Damian Williams, which is going to be a $500K. I don't know if you guys know much about salary cap, but I love like the numbers and stuff. They could cut Williams and just take the hit and sign Bell again to another 1-year deal. But I'm sure at this point, Bell just wants a bigger contract, you know? Clyde is great. I think he could have been, for sure. I have no school tomorrow, so I guess it didn't matter. Yeah. That's good. But they could have used Darrell Williams on the goal line. Yep, Bell wasn't needed. I mean, I love Damian. There was a bunch. Kelsey and Hill are the main parts of the offense. If we didn't try, for sure, definitely. I mean, you know, especially as a Chiefs with a young team, you can't really bank on Bell as your future running back, and you also probably don't want to pay him because they've got a lot of money on the books, you know. Chris Jones, Tyrann Mathieu, I think, Mahomes, Tyreek, a lot of guys. I mean, I actually played as the Chiefs in Madden last year, and I know that this year and the next few years, the contract situation is tough. So they've got to figure that out. Yeah, Tim, we're watching the game right now. We're talking about it. I don't think I can like legally stream it, like put it on the stream, or else I would. But yeah, I am keeping an eye on the game. Looks like the Packers are. You went back to Devontae. Oh man, that looks like another PI on. That's not Sherman, is it? No, it's number 22 defensive back. PI in the end zone, so their goal line, first down. Yeah, no, Ozzy, they just threw and just like blew him out and just kind of, you know, that was that. That's annoying. DeAndre Washington's in Miami now, right? Yeah. Tim, you watching the game too? Kyle Shanahan is not happy. Uh-oh, is it Aaron Jones time? Yeah, Kitty's gonna make an appearance. Here we go. First and goal. Oh, big boy touchdown. Big boy touchdown, number 89. Who is that? That's an, is that a tight end? Oh yeah, oh my God, Mercedes Lewis. That's a name, oh, you can't watch it all. I'm sorry. Yeah, so maybe I do need to get it up for the viewers. Yeah, looks like Mercedes Lewis. Man, when was the last time we heard of Mercedes Lewis? He was relevant for the Jags a few years ago at least, right? And ever since then, like, you haven't really heard much about it. So I guess play-by-play, they did a play action, fake end around, and just pass it off to an open Mercedes Lewis. Man. I know, right? Let's see, some Mercedes Lewis. I mean, I hope I'm not saying that wrong, but he definitely was, so he's on the Packers now, right? Yeah, he started with the Jags. Man, he's old too. He was drafted in the first round of the 2006 NFL draft. Holy cow. How old is he right now? He's 36. Still playing. Was with Jacksonville until 2017 and was with Green Bay the last 2 years. So this is third year on the Packers. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty wild. I guess, hey, if he can still block, that's great, right? But he's a big boy. What is he? He's 6'6", 267. Yeah, Hasty looking iffy so far. Yeah, we've been talking about that a little bit. We'll see. I think he still gets into the end zone potentially tonight. But yeah, it's interesting that McKinnon's finally getting used. And hey, that's why I wasn't huge on him, because it's still a committee, right? And we don't really know what quite is going on. Yeah, we'll see. At least they're somewhat moving the ball right now. So don't give up on him. But yeah, I mean, everyone gave me a lot of slack for not mentioning Hasty or not having him as a pickup or start. But yeah. Raiders got 500K, loses draft for break. Really? Is that news just now? Yeah, he'll get the opportunity. Let's see if there are any last minute updates or news that we want to talk about. Wow, okay. So the Raiders lost a 6th round draft pick. Fine Coach Gruden $150K and Raiders $500K. Chris Carson set out practices today, so that's good. Chris Carson and Carlos Hyde, so DJ Dallas, that's good for him. That's really the main set that I've seen so far. Josh, it looks like Josh Jacobs is had some sort of illness as well. That's crazy. Listen to the stat. So he just threw that touchdown past Mercedes Lewis, and we talked about how he was a first-round draft pick from 2016. I don't know how this is true, but that was Aaron Rodgers' second career touchdown pass to a first-round draft pick. How crazy is that? Georgia's all tied up. Let's see. Election tracking. Yeah, you guys, I don't know if you guys are reacting to Georgia or my statement, but yeah, that was apparently that's his second. Let's see. I'm trying to see who the other one was. I mean, that's the thing, right? Is that like that was the thing with the Packers when Aaron Rodgers there is like they never drafted. Oh, it might have been his third. I need to fact check this, but that was his thing, right? That's like they never drafted him weapons in the first round. And I think that's one of the like the things that people make fun of the Packers for is that like they literally they don't draft wide receivers. All right, let's look at Georgia. I'm seeing 94% on Google. Maybe, I mean, you might have something else more up to date, but I'm seeing 94% on Google from the Associated Press. Oh wait, no, you're right. Oh, that's not up to so. Oh, it looks like Georgia 99% reporting, while all tied up, 49.4%, and Biden's up by literally like 513 votes. That's crazy. Yeah, I was looking at the map wasn't up to date. I'm looking at the actual show more. Yeah, actually, let's see. Let's see. Does this work? We can add a scene. Or actually, no, add a source? Kind of curious. How do I do this? I'm trying to figure out how I can just show my browser. Yeah, that's crazy. Are you all pretty like caught up with what's going on here? Like, I know there are some of you guys that are a little bit younger, but do you guys care about the election? Hey, what's up, Jen? Welcome to the stream. I just got offered Kyler Murray for Josh Allen. What, Jen? Who else do you have for running backs? And okay, so you have Chubb coming back, but who else do you have for running backs and wide receivers here? Let's see. Oops. Oh, that's huge. 1 second. Sorry, I'm just messing with this a little bit. You guys, I'll see this here. Try to zoom in here. All right, so Jen, you said you have CMC, David Johnson. My receivers are D-Hop, DK Metcalf, and Chase Clay. I like that. I think that's not a bad. Actually, yeah, that's not bad for you at all because you don't really need Cup with D-Hop, DK, and Chase. And yeah, I like that for you. Yeah, good stuff. What kind of league do you play in, Jen? And welcome to the stream. I believe you are new, correct, to the channel? Oh, Ty, what's up? Welcome in here too. Glad to see you back. How's your Thursday night going? Nice. How did you find my channel? Did someone recommend you, or did you just search for me, actually just at YouTube? Yeah, I wonder if man, I mean 1% left. That's still, you know, that's still a lot. Oh, tie. I did vote. Did everyone else vote here who can vote? I know a lot of people can't. Nice. Hey, well, Jen, just I guess to give you a little background to your channel, we you know, we do weekly uploads, start sits waiver wire. So if you want to check that out, feel free to. But we also do several. We actually do several. What do you call it? Streams throughout the week, 3 or 4 times. So welcome to come in. We have a really small knit channel. I'm a pretty small YouTuber right now. So chat's always active. We have a few guys here that come back, you know, that are always hits that you need. Nice, Toby. That's great. Yeah, Buck. And now you're gonna see me even more after you just subscribed. Good to hear that you voted. He lost me my game last week of 2 weeks. I'll definitely be back. Oh, for sure, man. Hey, thanks. What? And if you don't mind asking me, which part of the country are you from? Where do you live in? We've been talking a little bit about like who's from where and like what time we want to do streams and stuff. But I'm glad to hear that you'll be back. And sorry for Josh Allen. Yeah, Josh Allen, he's been a little rough, right? I think he's gonna bounce back this week, but Kyler Murray is a great guy to have. Like I see them as very similar quarterbacks, but Kyler Murray probably has a slightly higher, you know, floor. Oh, Sam. Oh, sorry, I missed that earlier. Yeah. Oh, nice, Jay. We have another guy from NYC here too. Maybe you guys are neighbors, right? Was it? Who was it? Let's see. Yeah, I'm already forgetting. Was it Toby? Or someone else? Yeah, but we got some NYC. We got some New York people, some Maryland people. Sam, I live like in the Santa Monica area. Toby, are you from NYC? Who was? I'm trying to scroll up. Sorry, I forgot. It's hard to kind of keep track. Oh, no, it was Ozzy. Ozzy's from NYC. Toby is a Chiefs fan. That's what it was. Well, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, New York. Yeah, New York. Kind of just. What is it? New York. Like he won by a landslide there. That's. I mean, I guess. Well, it's only 78% reporting, but he's up by so much right now. Well, let's go with Kansas. Yeah, Kansas. Yeah, he won by what, about 200K there? That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, hey, the big one was Wisconsin, right? I actually just came from there, and like we definitely saw a lot of Trump supporters there for sure. I mean, it honestly came down to, it's literally like, if you guys can see, it was literally a 20,000 ballot difference. I used to live in Wisconsin, and to me, the biggest factor was people actually in Madison and Milwaukee like showing up and voting. I think they like compared to the number of votes from 4 years ago, it went up a lot. So that was a game changer. I mean, 20K, that's literally, you know, that's the length of a hair, right? So that's that. I mean, Wisconsin, that was you know, that was a last minute victory there. Depressed Chargers fan. Oh, for sure. I like you guys. You know, the one thing is Derwin James. I wish he can stay healthy, man. I really wish he can stay healthy. He looks like a really fun player. And just like, I just don't know at this point. You know, he has a potential. But oh man, yeah, I feel so bad for him. Sam, I did not actually. It's not most of the places I was in, it wasn't very diverse. Even like when I used to live downtown, it wasn't. I mean, downtown was definitely more diverse, but still a small Asian population, I would say. Oh, Maryland definitely has a sick flag. Let's see, Maryland. I like it a lot. I mean, even just like the Ravens, like their uniform is pretty sick. Let's see. So Nevada is Biden's winning there. North Carolina losing. Pennsylvania. I'm really curious about Pennsylvania. It sounds like a lot of this Pennsylvania stuff is gonna kind of, from what I heard, it's gonna go Biden, right? So I'm really curious to see if he's, I mean, he's catching up here for sure. He's only, what, like 40K? Yeah, 40K away. So it'll be really I'm really curious to see the remaining of the ballots that are yet to be counted. Arizona's still pretty close. Florida, yeah, Florida's lost, so. But yeah, I'm kind of, yeah, I guess I don't know how much that 1% is going to make a difference, right? But, I mean, I guess for 500 votes, that's going to make a huge difference, but not for something like a 20,000 vote. Oh, you live in Baltimore. That's awesome. Are the Ravens doing games right now, or what's the deal with the Ravens? I know a lot of teams started doing more what do you call it? A lot of teams started doing more like in-person attendance, and they're expanding on it. But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know if I would go if there was one, right? I don't know. I would definitely be super careful about it. I think the Cowboys actually allowed like a lot of people in capacity-wise. That didn't seem very smart. Taylor, which Taylor did you start, Logan? Okay. I mean, honestly, it's probably not the worst thing not to go, you know? But, yeah, I don't know. I would maybe go in the playoffs. The Colts actually come play the Raiders in December, and I really want to go to that. Trent Logan, or sorry, Trent Taylor. Oh yeah, I don't think I told you to start him, right? But I mean, I think that was the one where you were thinking about going with your gut. I wouldn't have started him because I don't really trust any wide receivers. I think I even said that earlier. I didn't really trust any wide receivers against that Green Bay defense. I mean, you got Jaire Alexander playing, right? And that's. Oof. I sit any receiver so far against Jaire Alexander, honestly. Bold move though. Hey, maybe he gets an easy, 6-yard TD for you. I do go a lot of Ravens games, yeah. Daniel, was that me or did I tell? What were your? I know you asked before. Was it me or is it? Let's see. What are the stats looking like right now? Any wide receiver besides Thielen? Yeah. And really, Jared left the game with an injury. Interesting, huh? I mean, hopefully it's not serious, but that's rough. He's like one of the best cornerbacks this year. Hey, Tanyan's still gonna get there, especially if they get up. Like they'll probably use him more. He's got a catch. Yeah, I mean, LA is honestly just pricey in general. Man, that should have, instead of Mercedes Lewis, right? It should have been Tanyan there. Concussion, really? That's not good. Oh, so does that mean he's out for the game? Oh no, it looks like he's questionable to return, so. Huh. Alright. I guess we'll see what happens. Him may see Deontay Johnson or Tanyan. Did I really tell you to start Tanyan over those guys? I don't think I did I? Luckily, I'm playing someone who doesn't sit there. That's good. Let me go up, Daniel. I guess I don't recall telling you that. I don't think I would have said to start like if you're talking about a flex. I don't know if I would have. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say like I hope it wasn't me. Because only like I know we were getting a lot of Tanyan versus Reed or like other stuff, but I definitely would not have told you to start Tanyan over any of those guys. And I mean, yeah, sure, hindsight's 2020, but I would have said Deontay, and I was actually telling a lot of people Deontay. Daniel, were you here earlier, or did you just join the stream? Because there was actually someone else named Daniel, and I don't know that it was you who was here. But yeah, I was telling people to start Deontay because of his matchup, and like you know, you just got to go with the best matchup there. And honestly, he probably I mean, he does have the highest upside, and I don't know if I would say floor, but he definitely has the highest upside there. What YouTuber was it? We should look him up and say, hey, that was not a good suggestion. Another Aaron Rodgers TD. Okay, that's what I thought, yeah. Man, Aaron Rodgers. I've drafted him as kind of a joke. Because I'm playing with a lot of Packers fans, and he's my QB. He did. Daniel, who, I mean, you don't have to say anything, but let us know if you do want to disclose who that YouTuber was. And you aren't new to the channel, right? I feel like I haven't seen a lot of Daniels in the chat. Notorious Fantasy. Nice, hey, welcome, man. Well, hey, I hope you stay for more, let's see, Notorious. Oh, thank you, man, I appreciate it. I don't know if I give you, wow, I mean, this guy has 10K subs, so, doing well. Was he, I guess he was, oh yeah, it looks like he did a Q&A live. Nice. Well, hey man, I'm sorry that he gave you, bad advice, but you're more than welcome to come in here for a second opinion if you'd like. We stream multiple times a week, and we also have we have a couple of videos that we'll do. I'm sure. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that. Sorry about the dog. I'm kind of surprised that you even got an answer out, because like I'm assuming he probably had a lot of people on his stream, right? So, like, does he answer everyone's questions there? Oh, nice. Yeah, you got a stack team there. Yeah, I accidentally played Dexter Williams. Oops. That's a big oops. That's all good though. Hey, listen, it's just one game, and it's only Thursday night game, so we're okay. There are a lot of people live right now on Fantasy. I guess I never actually, I don't even know how you would search by live. Oh, live, right? Fantasy football, is that how you search it? It's just Fantasy football live? Nice. Hey, we're up there. One day we'll get up to, maybe one day we'll get above 100 views, but I do like this sort of, the 10 to 20 views, because it makes answering questions just kind of talking, and like kind of just vibing a lot easier. Nice, that's good. Good for him. My wide receivers are so good, but they're all questionable. I went from first to seventh. That Richie James dude has 10 targets, error, yeah. Ridley, Thomas, Crowder, and A-Rob just came off. That's good. I mean, you got a solid crew there. Let's see what's the target count looking like. So, obviously Devontae there. Dexter, I mean, Dexter's getting some carries. Maybe they'll start using him a little bit. Yeah, Richie James has, 5 targets, 4 receptions for 72 yards. Yeah. DK, someone dropped DK Metcalf, where DJ, are you talking about like DJ, who's? Yeah, that's it. Anderson, oh, DK, Anderson, and Cooper, wow. Is it because he just like, is it because he like is mad or something? A wide receiver is D-Hop, Hill, Chirk, Ayuk. Nice. Once Ayuk is back, he's going to be huge. That's a good lineup there. Oh, that's annoying. What the commissioner should do, I'm a commission a few leagues. What the commission needs to do, honestly, is the commission needs to put the players back, make sure no one else can pick them up, and just lock that team. Like, that's shitty. That's really shitty. Yeah, I mean, that's just trolling at that point, so. That's tough. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I guess there's probably not a, yeah, there's no point in refreshing this because I think they just refresh on its own. Sam, so in the league that I've done for a while, and sorry that like my face is all over the chat right here, let me move this up. So what I actually do now is, oops, here, let's see, let's go here and let's go, so I change it from the default 2 days to 1 day. Honestly, you know, I think I talked about this before. I don't really like the veto option. I think you should only do it if there's collusion. Otherwise, I don't really like people vetoing stuff. I do keep it at 1 day just to like let the league review and make sure that like I haven't done insta go through in case there are issues, because I'd rather have some sort of grace period to review than to you know, just have it go through right away and, you know, have people like whine about it and stuff. So I do give it a day. Anderson and Cooper, okay. I know, Daniel, for sure. I'm in a league that no one trades, but I just did make a huge trade in my work league, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, joining Burgerly. Hey, next year, well, hopefully, you know, if everything goes and we still have the community, we're gonna actually do a few community leagues actually. And anyone who's new here, just I guess a PSA, we will be doing a NFL fantasy playoff challenge on NFL.com because, you know, I don't know if anyone's played it, but anyone gets to choose whatever players they want. So we're actually going to do that with the community that we have here, and yeah, I think it'll be really fun, and we'll see what to do. For sure. Let's see. No, Daniel, most leagues right now are like, it's like more than halfway through, so it'll be tough unless you join like a daily fantasy league or something. If you're trusting, just commission Rito, for sure, Ty. I agree with that. Yeah, Toby, for sure. Yeah, so so what I'll let you guys know. I'll probably drop a video actually, and so the best thing to do if you guys want to do this, and if you guys, you know, like the streams, like the videos, is to just continue to follow this. Before the playoffs, I'll drop a video where I'll make the announcement and say, hey, if you want to play in the NFL, you know, fantasy playoffs, let me know, and I'll collect everyone's information in the comment section, and then I'll set up the league so we can play. It's pretty fun. It's very similar to how you play fantasy now, except everyone gets to choose the same players essentially. So there's a little bit of strategy to who you want to choose, and you know, there's also win bonuses if you are if you do, like, if your player goes through the next round in playoffs, you get double the points. But I think it'll be fun. You know, I'm very curious to, you know, try that out as a feeler to see how many people are participating, how involved people get, and hopefully that leads into, you know, some subscriber leagues next year. And I think that would be really fun. Logan says, I've been trying to trade some receivers for a top running back. Do you know anyone I should? It's tough, right? It's tough to answer those questions because a lot of it just depends on your league mates, who's willing to trade stuff. You know, you can try and trade for like Michael Thomas because he's still somewhat questionable. You can try and trade for like an AJ Brown or DJ Metcalf. Those are all guys that, like, you trade anybody and you're gonna give up a good running back to trade for someone who's consistent, who's like a solid RB1. You know, Tyreek Hill's out there. Devontae Adams is gonna cost too much, so you're not gonna be able to get, like, you're gonna have to pay up a lot. But yeah, it's definitely tough to it's tough, right? I play Yahoo Fantasy and I barely got into fantasy, but I'm trying to get into more leagues for free apps. I think he's trying to trade for an RB. Oh, sorry. You're trying to trade for an RB, you're right. So Justin Jackson is someone I like in case, you know, I think Justin Jackson, Josh Jacobs are a buy low candidate. Top running backs, I mean, I don't think Jonathan Taylor is someone that you can probably get for cheap. So is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Otherwise, you know, I think the best thing I can tell you is try and look for the teams that are desperate. You know, the ones that are 2 and 6, 3 and 5. and you know, look for the ones that have less depth. So like, you know, if they have Derrick Henry but literally no one else, try and trade that, right? Because they have Derrick Henry, but they're gonna want to have a more consistent roster throughout, so that they can actually, you know, try and make it into the playoffs. So definitely look through your league, look for the ones that are under 500, and see which running backs you like the most, and start throwing out trades there. Ty says, I have JT, I'm holding, but I wouldn't get him straight unless, yeah, exactly. I think if anything, this is probably his lowest buy period, so he's definitely a candidate for buy low without a doubt. Man, I was gonna end the stream, but it looks like more people are coming in. We'll see if we have any more questions. I think most people are just kind of chilling. But oh, for sure. I think he's gonna get better. My gut feeling is he's gonna trend upwards from here. That's at least my thought. By the way, how do you guys like the music here? Is it too low key, or do you guys kind of like this for like just kind of chilling and vibing? Because I can always play some more upbeat music as well. Yeah, Daniel, also just make sure, like, if you're just kind of playing casually, make sure you play free leagues. Most of the leagues are going to be free for you, to public leagues especially. Good, I like it. Yeah, I love this, like, lo-fi stuff. Oh, Toby, that's really awesome, man. This is what I love about the community, is, like, you guys start talking to each other and, like, start doing stuff. Yeah, Toby and Daniel, let us know how that league goes. That's awesome. And, hey, maybe we'll have to give you guys some advice in the future streams, right? Damn, so Rodgers going off, Raiders getting punished. Gee, so far this season, including the recent fine, the Raiders have topped 1.2 million in COVID-related fines for 4 incidents. 350K for sideline mask violations, 165K for masked players at fundraiser, 50K for unauthorized locker room visitor, and 650K for Trent Brown case. Now a 6th round pick too, man. Gruden just doesn't care, huh? That's wild. That's wild. Yep, Ty, that's exactly what I was saying either. I was telling people, I was like, hey, if you guys absolutely need to start Hasty, like, sure, do it, but like, I don't like 49ers running backs. And I said, you know, I don't like Hasty. Last week, he got you a touchdown. That's the only reason people are talking about him, but he got you 29 yards as well. I cannot trust a running back who gets me 29 yards as a lead back, you know? Nice, Logan. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome that you guys are all getting into the same one. Nice. Snake, 12-man PPR. Good luck, boys. I think you guys need to make sure that you like tell each other which actual Snake League it is. Like I think it's if you're doing on ESPN, it's based on like state names or like city names or something, right? So make sure you guys are jumping to the right one. Yeah, exactly. It's about halftime, right? Man, Green Bay really taking it out. All right, guys. Well, I think if no one else has any more questions, I'll probably end the stream early. And I apologize in advance that I don't have a quite set schedule yet for this weekend, but I will get on when I can. And honestly, what I might do this week is I might. For this weekend, I might just jump in and do shorter streams like earlier on and later on. Because like I said, we have people that prefer earlier ones and super late ones, so maybe I'll do that and do it twice. Marlo, what's up? Welcome, man.
let's look at your team. You got Mahomes, Christian, Kamara, Devontae playing right now. Devontae's going off. Hopkins, Waller, MT, Washington defense, and Lutz. Opponent has Russ, Delvin can carry. Oh man, that's gonna be a tight one. That's gonna be a tight one. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm sure your projections are pretty similar, right? I think it's gonna be tight. If you get a CMC MT back, I think you win, but I think a lot of that depends on, you know, how healthy they are and how close to 100% they are when they come back. So, but I like your lineup a lot. You've got a strong roster. But yeah, I will. Just anyone who's in here, if you want the future, if you guys want the future notifications, just subscribe and turn notifications on. And yeah, we'll be live at least one more time this week, so I'll keep you all updated. Yeah, don't worry too much about productions. You've set your lineup. You're doing the best that you can. So stick with it and don't worry about it. But yeah, it seems like some of you guys are still talking. So what I'll do is I'm actually just gonna leave the stream up for a little bit. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves and do whatever. But yeah, it's been a great stream. Thank you all for coming, and yeah, we'll all talk soon. Let me get rid of this. And Doggy says goodnight too. It's already past her bedtime. Nice, I love it. Toby, thank you so much. Thanks, Buck. Marlo, thanks. Daniel, thanks for coming, and thank you to everyone else that's in the chat right now. Like I said, it's been great, and we will talk soon. Peace, y'all.